Welcome to the Gospel with the Church Fathers. Today is the Monday of the first week of Lent. Thank you for watching, and please share this episode with your family, friends, and on social media. Today's Gospel is from St. Matthew chapter 25, verses 31 through 46, and the commentaries are from St. Jerome, St. Augustine, St. John Chrysostom, and St. Gregory the Great. The Gospel. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was a-hungered, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when we saw thee an hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in? Or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire. Prepare for the devil and his angels. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, or athirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal. The Commentaries. St. Jerome. He who was within 2 days to celebrate the Passover, to be delivered to the cross and mocked by men, fitly now holds out the glory of his triumph, that he may overbalance the offenses that were to follow by the promise of reward. And it is to be noted that he who shall be seen in majesty is the Son of Man. St. Augustine. The wicked, and they also who shall be set on his right hand, shall see him in human shape. For he shall appear in the judgment in that form which he took on him from us. But it shall be afterwards that he shall be seen in the form of God, for which all the believers long. St. John Chrysostom. He calls the one sheep and the other goats, to denote the unprofitableness of the one and the fruitfulness of the other. For sheep are greatly productive in fleece, milk, and lambs. St. Augustine. Besides that kingdom of which he will say in the end, Inherit the kingdom prepared for you, though in a very inferior manner, the present church is also called his kingdom, in the which we are yet in conflict with the enemy until we come to that kingdom of peace, where we shall reign without an enemy. St. Jerome. If it were indeed free to us to understand that it is Christ in every poor man whom we feed when he is hungry, or give drink to when he is thirsty, and so of other things, but when he says, In that ye have done it to one of the least of these my brethren, he seems to me not to speak of the poor generally, but of the poor in spirit, those to whom he pointed and said, Whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother. St. John Chrysostom. But if they are his brethren, why does he call them the least? Because they are lowly, poor, and outcast. By these he means not only the monks who have retired to the mountains, but every believer, though he should be secular. though an hungered or the like, yet he would have him obtain merciful succors, for baptism and communication of the divine mysteries makes him a brother. St. Gregory the Great. They to whom this is said are the wicked believers, who are judged and perish. Others, being unbelievers, are not judged and perish. For there is no examination of the condition of such as appear before the face of an impartial judge already condemned by their unbelief. But those who hold the profession of faith, but have not the works of their profession, are convicted that they may be condemned. These at least hear the words of their judge, because they have at least kept the words of his faith. The others hear no words of their judge, pronouncing sentence of condemnation, because they have not paid him honor even in word. For a prince who governs an earthly kingdom punishes after a different manner the rebellion of a subject and the hostile attempts of an enemy. In the former case, he recurs to his prerogative. Against an enemy, he takes arms, and does not ask what penalty the law attaches to his crime. St. Gregory the Great. Some say that he held out empty terrors to deter them from sin. We answer, if he threatened falsely to check unrighteousness, then he promised falsely to promote good conduct. Thus, while they go out of the way to prove God merciful, they are not afraid to charge him with fraud. But, they urge, finite sin ought not to be visited with infinite punishment. We answer that this argument would be just if the righteous judge considered men's actions and not their hearts. Therefore, it belongs to the righteousness of an impartial judge that those whose heart would never be without sin in this life should never be without punishment.